Hey guys, welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. Today we're shining a spotlight on an incredible music talent. It's all thanks to Athara's regional spotlight artist. Our guest today is Tayeb Santo, an Algerian artist who grew up in Sharjah, but he's lived in Malaysia, the USA and the UK. And since returning from Malaysia in 2016, his music now blends cultures and languages. Welcome to the show. We're so excited to have a chat with you.
Thank you for having me. Thank you guys for the amazing introduction. Appreciate it.
Thank you for being here. So I want to ask, I've seen your Instagram and I have noticed a plushie, a teddy bear that shows with you in every post. Tell us about it.
Where is he?
Oh.
Who's it from? What is it? Why do you have it?
He's in the car, you know, chilling, sleeping. The monkey was just an accident thing that happened when I was in Seoul DXP 4 or 5 years ago. In 2018, I was about to perform and I found him. It was the last piece. And I was wearing pink sneakers. It's not an usual thing I do. So I saw it and I'm like, yo, this is a God sign. Let me take him. So I took him with me. I wore it as an accessory because it was a fashion event, you know, urban culture thing. And I noticed the effect on people and how they perceive it. And it was always love, you know, and it always broke the ice and made me open conversation with people and people noticed me. So I just realized it's a good marketing strategy to use for my music and my brand. And since then I was rocking the same pink monkey for maybe 4 or 5 years now. And a lot of people, for example, sometimes I see someone who have a video of me, not my face, and be like, I saw you 2 years ago in this place and this place. And I know Dubai and UAE is a small place, so I was like, why not, you know? Just for a while. I don't want people to think that I'm all about the lovey-dovey, pink monkey vibes.
I was thinking that maybe it was like you slept with him. I thought it was like from childhood and he was like someone you take to bed with you.
No, it's that, you know, like I saw Mr. Bean. He had the teddy, Mr. Bean, and I was like, yeah, this is the monkey, you know. I have plenty of monkeys. Sometimes people gift me monkeys now, you know, my sister, my best friend, and my birthday, they always bring monkeys. I'm like, come on, are you guys serious? You know?
I think you give like cooler vibes than Mr. Bean, I must say.
Absolutely. And I have a merch coming soon, you know, I was just slowing down on it, but I guess that after the high demand, now I'm just releasing my own merch, you know. Why not, you know, an independent artist, let's make some income.
Well, speaking about an independent artist, let's get into it. So you grew up in Sharjah, you've lived around the world. What was, in your opinion, the music scene like in Sharjah when you were growing up there?
It was very simple, very small. We had the Bluetooth and the forums back in the days in 2004 or 5, and I was a young kid listening to Emirati hip-hop from the streets. It really inspired me and touched me because I can resonate with that. I grew up here, you know. That was more closer to me than Algerian hip-hop at that time. But it doesn't matter. It was just the interest, you know, and it inspired me a lot. I started writing in Emirati when I started, you know, and that now nothing much changed when it comes to the scene in Sharjah. It's just a unified scene, the whole UAE. It's different now because most of the old generation, they all stopped, retired, or they are older now. They got married and what's on. They didn't have the vision, you know. So I was lucky that I come from a generation where I was younger. I got inspired. I engaged with that movement, and now I'm utilizing the technology, the social media, and the knowledge that I have gained through my life experiences, you know, and the internet to take it to further step, you know, something international, represent UAE, represent where I come from originally, represent my diverse community that is what we are here all about. So yeah, not much changed, you know.
Well, you have mentioned that you got influenced by the Emirati hip-hop, right? So when did you first start rapping?
First I remember I had a Nokia N70 or something like that, in 95. In 2009 I started trying to write for 2 years, and then I bought my microphone from Lulu Hypermarket for 20 dirham, used socks as a filter, and I started trying, you know. But then I stopped again. I went to Malaysia to study. I didn't think that hip hop will go anywhere. And then I saw how things changed with the YouTube and people using YouTube more. The numbers were increasing. A lot of artists started emerging. 2016, I decided that I want to take this, as a career, and let me try. Let me give it a chance.
So you finish your studying. Is it true that you're fluent in Algerian, Emirati, Egyptian, Arabic Fuchsia, and Darja?
I guess so. Egyptian, I might get caught if I'm in Egypt sometimes, low-key. But I can pretend for a while that I can speak Egyptian. But Algerian is my mother tongue. I speak with my family. I'm from Algeria. Emirati, been there since first grade. I had to learn. Fusha is what we learned in school, and we watched cartoon when you grow up. So I try to utilize that, so I can have a different sauce in my writing and identity and style and flow. And cool. Just practicing made me improve it. But yeah, sometimes I speak some Sudani, because I grew up in Sharjah. We have a football club. There was a big community of Sudanese. Yeah, so I just pretend,
You have a knack for sounds, for languages. Did you have that from when you were super young? Were you always aware?
I really don't know what it is. Maybe because I'm an Algerian, so it's like an outsider, so I have to adapt fast. I don't have a lot of people from my community, so I have to adjust to what is it about there, So that's what made me maybe grasping into the it's an accent at the end of the day, It's not really much of a difference, It's not a totally different language.
Yeah.
But I can do it in a good way that I don't sound cringe to the other cultures,
Well, let's get to music.
Sure.
So there's your song called Majaneen. Are your friends really Majaneen?
You don't have Majaneen friends?
If you don't have one, it's you.
Maybe.
But yeah.
To be honest, if you don't have Majaneen friends in your life, there's a problem. You have to find some,
Yeah.
I have Majaneen friends. I am one of them. I'm considered to the others, So that's where it came from, It was a very simple thing, Sahabi Majaneen. And I just felt like the sound of the word, neen, I'm very careful about that. It's catchy and it stuck in the head. So that's why I utilize that, And the vibe of the beat, I listened to Kai Tronada, he's DJ from Montreal, and the beat was totally different than the usual boom bap or trap instrumental, and I just felt that positive, happy summer vibe. Sahabi Majaneen, Simple as that.
I'm sure your friends are delighted to be the topic. Have you ever written about relationships, or would you ever choose to?
I always try or think about it. I didn't, because I never been in a relationship or fall in love. So I feel like I can't pretend. I heard stories. I witnessed people falling in love and what's so on. I guess I have to give myself more time to grow and mature with it, and see if I can bring something to the surface with my writing and my music. I would love to. Maybe I'm more into sad music, but not love topics when it comes to writing. But everything is possible. I would love to do it, in the near future. I'm still experimenting with my sound. So yeah, at some point I will go there. It's very soon. I try, I will do more. Yeah.
Well, you just need to meet the one, break up, and do that Adele album.
Why are you asking this question, though?
Because everyone wants to know. Everyone will be like, what's the song about? And people like to talk about love.
Fair enough.
Affairs of the heart.
That is true.
Fair enough.
100%.
Now we have the answer.
Yeah, we do. But speaking of that, what inspires you to write your music? Life experiences.
It's the vibes. I'm more of a vibe person. I like to vibe. I like the rhythm, the flow, the movement, So I try to focus on that, my ears. I focus on the beat and how this word will sound, and if it's gonna bounce and give me that feeling more, So, because, for example, when they tell me, who do you love, Tupac or Biggie? I love Biggie. for the fact that in the East Coast they have a different type of sound and beats, and that's what gravitates me. I still love Tupac, you know, respect to everyone, but you know that's what attracts me as an artist. You know, I felt that and I observed that about myself. You know, it's the sounds.
Do you think we are in a good place for new artists to spread their wings?
Absolutely, absolutely. The same way I was able to do it and reach to these points or like milestones in my career, definitely it will become more easier for the younger upcoming artists, you know, who are maybe watching or witnessing people like me stepping into the music scene and the game and making something out of it and taking it professionally and treating myself as an artist, as a brand, you know, as everything, you know, business owner, you know. This mentality and this mindset is something we've been lacking. We don't have a very grown industry to teach us or inspire us. We just had the internet and our ambitious, you know, and passion for the music. And I guess the challenges didn't stop us, but made us grow and learn from it. So yeah, definitely the new generation will find it easier because we had to break some doors on our own, you know. We're like, here you go, you know.
They're gonna have it easy.
100%. So, how did living in different countries like, you know, Malaysia, the UK, the US actually shape your approach towards music?
It just opened my eyes more, you know. As I said again, I love observing things, you know, and understanding why is this like this and what so on. So just experiencing cultures, getting familiar with what they do and what so on, just brings something inside to my subconscious mind and then it goes out. I wouldn't say necessarily in the music in particular, but it could be just in my personality and how I carry myself or how I connect with other people. And that also can add up and make a difference to my music career, you know. My father was taking me to World Cup since 2006. I went to Germany, to South Africa, and to Brazil. I watched the finals. And he always encouraged me to travel, you know. Since a young age, he was traveling as a businessman, and he wanted me to do so because in Algeria, where he come from, it's not like that. So he realized that traveling expand your mind, and that by itself is an educational journey, you know. So yeah, nothing in particular, but it gives you everything. It shapes the way you are, you know. I would say a hybrid version, you know, of myself, you know, because of these experiences.
That's really interesting because I think here in the UAE, do you find that the artists are have a similar open mind approach to the world?
I guess there's less artists here in the UAE, but from my interaction with a couple of artists here and there, and my friends, everyone is different here in UAE. Everyone have a different mindset. It's like a whole different mentality or like community, you know, from his point of view. Yeah. So it's always good to see this diversity. Unfortunately, because it's not unfortunate, but for us as well, sometimes in the as an artist, because of this huge diversity in the country, it becomes very hard for us to produce something that everyone can relate to. This is not a picture. This is not a video, just a video. This is music. Music is language, and there is topics, and you have to relate to what's there, and at least to understand it. So there's challenges. Maybe you can utilize on instrumentals that have Arabic influence or North African influence, and maybe do it in English, but you still can touch this community because you use the instrumentals. So we are in that challenge, you know, and the artists definitely inspired me a lot here. There is one thing that is different than the whole region here, that the artists here have that sauce or that swag that people outside lack it, you know, around. With all my respect, there is a lot of good people there with swag and sauce. But here in Dubai, you get that thing. I don't know. We grew up and we saw things in very early age, you know. We went to Chris Brown concert in 2011 or 12, you know. We seen it all. So that opens our eyes from an early age, you know. And when it comes to you as an artist, this helps you a lot, you know.
Can you elaborate on the different dialects that you rap in and how they somehow shaped, I would say, your maybe cultural identity?
I would say let's say someone from Algeria has heard me rapping in Emirati and they don't know I'm Algerian, and then suddenly they catch a phrase or like one line, me rapping in Algerian. This will grab their attention and they will become more curious. They are not used to see someone Algerian in the GCC speaking another language. Usually it's an Algerian in France or in America, Canada, UK, speaking that language, and they get used to it. But when I do it, and they're like, why you don't speak Algerian? Just because I speak Arabic, you know, but they are not also used to it. So it's just made me experience all these things and educate them that we are people, we are generation that came here at some point, and there's a lot of people like me, you know. So there is stories to tell, there is something to make them understand from. And also if I use the Sudanese accent or Egyptian, I'm just trying to build bridges. I'm not trying to do it in a cringe way. Absolutely, the way I feel it, I've said it in real life, so I know how I'm gonna say it in my music, and it's in a very nice doses and portions, just to make that balance, you know. Again, just to touch different cultures and to make them more interested and curious, you know. Because at the end of the day, that fusion makes them listen to someone coming with a sound from a different part of the world, but also giving them a taste of their accent or their culture in it. It's always good to have this mixture. Why not? You know?
Why not, indeed?
People be like, oh, how do you know that word? Oh, why he's wearing that T-shirt? Does he support Al Ahly? Does he support that club? Also, I'm like, I like that jersey. I like wearing football jerseys, like the very rare ones, hard to get. So I will wear it. This is part of my fashion. But everyone will see things differently and perceive them differently. I guess that's why you are an artist. You just put your touch out there and let people get inspired or entertained or mad at you. I don't know. You know, whatever it is, you know, it's not always a happy, positive reaction, but you learn and you grow.
Interesting. Sometimes people want to put you in a box, but you are a true representation of growing culture, growing musical culture in the UAE. That is Tayeb Santo. Thank you to Regional Artist Spotlight Athara for connecting us, because I think it's really cool that we're able to have this conversation.
Thank you for having me.
The show. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks, Farah. Guys, we're back with you tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Bye-bye.